And now let's actually get the motherboard out of its box and start the installation. Maybe this is the right time to explain why I chose this motherboard. It's a gamer's board. So other than the fact that it costs 3 or 4 times the price of any other regular boards, there are actually a few very cool options in it. For one, its overclocking abilities are just amazing. Overall, it's been optimized to just feel great when you couple it with a very powerful GPU. You can interact directly with the board without the casing. You have a power button, you have a reset button, and you have a CMOS BIOS button as well as a thermometer, a digital thermometer to tell you what is the temperature of your CPU in real time. Oh, and yes, there are color LEDs literally strapped everywhere on the board. Alright, back to business. Let's try to put this in without breaking anything. Every board comes with an I/O shield. This is what we call an I/O shield. It's this little metallic piece, and this one is really nicely done, very soft and very thick, that we place on the casing. And it always usually is in the same place, which is right in front of the optical drives on the upper part of your case. So in this case, right next to the exhaust fan. So no screws for it, you just pop it into place, and don't be afraid to be firm with it. You will hear a couple of clicks and some satisfying sound to let you know that you've done a good job. And for the direction of it, well, if it doesn't fit on your motherboard, just flip it. On the floor of the case, you will find what we call razors. There are small metallic towers which will support your motherboard and help you put it in place correctly. And once that is done, the hole in the razors and the hole on your motherboards should be perfectly aligned. And you can see in our case, once I put the motherboard on the razors, it does not move anymore. It actually goes inside the hole a little bit and make sure it's completely stable. It's not secured. It can still get out and it can fall out of the floor of the case, but it is stable. And now it's a perfect time to actually screw in our motherboard onto our case floor. Remember the start and reset button I was talking about earlier? Well, here they are. And right on top, this little white screen you see is a CPU thermometer. So it'll tell me the temperature of the CPU in real time. So a quick word on the PCIs on this motherboard. We have 6 of them, 3 large ones. And what differs them one to another is their bus speed. So the first one, for example, run at 16 times the speed of a normal PCI. The second one, 8 times the speed. And the third one, 4 times the speed. Now for the smaller PCI Expresses, 3 of them, they all run single speed. Obviously, if you have an expensive video card, such as ours, you want it to be running at its fastest performances. So the first 2 slots are indicated if it's an SLI, or just the first slot if you have only one of the video cards.